Huh.
Well, hey guys, it's Dane here at Jonah Guitars. I'm going to do a little unboxing. I ordered a couple straight edges from Neck Check, and I want to get those out and take a look at them and to tell you about pricing and comparison pricing with some other places or one other place. Yeah, so I'll just zip this on down here. Spare you from looking at me. Alright, they shipped it in a triangular shaped box, so that's a good thing. Keeps anybody from folding the thing up. It's not creased, so I got her in good shape. Just taped up. Oh, that's a dull razor. Alright. So I should go grab my other. I got a straight edge and a notched straight edge. Two items here, and I'll run over and grab another one. If you can hear the heater running in the background, I'm sorry, but it's kind of loud when it first gets going. So they've just put the things right in the bottom of the box and threw some paper on top of it to keep it from banging around. And toss the box over there and knock stuff over. And more tape. Alright, so I'm going to go grab my other straight edges that I've been using, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's, if you can see, I've got it marked Gibson and Martin. So obviously I made this. This is just a piece of about 3/16 inch, I don't think it's tempered masonite. It might be tempered masonite. But just, you know, ran it through the joiner, got a couple of straight edges on it, and then just laid it on the guitar I was wanting to check, and then filed the notches in. The Martin scale at 25.4 actually works fine. If you just make the notches a little bit bigger, works fine with the Fender scale, 25.5. The Gibson is you know, the 24 and 5/8, so they call it 3/4 short. I don't know what I did with. Anyway, I had an old Architect's T-square. It was a stainless steel, and I just cut it in half, and it gave me two pieces of straight edge. And I was trying to do something with one of them, and I ground it against something, and I messed it up. So the pricing on these things, about 23 and change for each of these. It was right at 48, you know, or just under $48 to ship. I mean, to get it here. It didn't cost anything to ship, no shipping. So my total, well, my total is right at 48. So I just went on the StuMac website and looked up their pricing, and their notched straight edge is $82. It was a little bit under. I just rounded up because it was closer. And then their straight edge, I wrote it down because I knew I'd blank out. $39 was for the straight edge. So $121 for both those items, opposed to $48. And then of course on StuMac there would be shipping. because there always is. And I just looked at a few of my receipts from StewMac. The least I've paid is $8.75. The most I've paid is $10.75. Well, I don't know about the most, but the ones I just looked through. So if we average it out at, say, 9, you're looking at $130 for the 2 pieces like this from StewMac versus $48. That is quite a bit of difference. Now, the one thing that we do have to remember there is these pieces are aluminum, and the StewMac stuff is stainless steel. And so, as far as cost of material, I think that the stainless steel probably is a higher cost material than the aluminum. I could be wrong about that. It may just be an assumption on my part. And so what I got this notch. Rather than make another one, I could have just made another one, but I thought, yeah, I'm going to see, because I know about this company, NechCheck, and I thought I'm going to see what their costs are. So this actually comes with 2 scales on it for the notched. It's the 24.5, which would 24.5 and 25. And 24.5 would be 24.5, but I'm not sure what that is. That's be a really short Gibson. Anyway, I'm grabbing the Gecko here. 25 inch scale on the Gecko, and so I now have a straight edge that will work for that. And it's kind of redundant, but you use them for a lot of things other than just fretwork in a shop. So I went ahead and got the non-notched, even though, let me turn this. So I guess the point is here that you can do a notched and see where your fretboard's at, and then you can just roll it right up onto the flats and you can read the frets. So you don't necessarily have to have a notched and a straight in order to do that, right? So you wouldn't have to have both of these units if you were strictly doing fretwork and you wanted to see where your frets were at. But when you're doing stuff where you want a longer reach, say you're doing a neck reset and you want to get out to the bridge. Let's swing right over here. Got to loosen the other handle. So say you're doing a bridge reset and you want to get out here, or a neck reset rather, and you want to get out here and see where the bridge is living. And so you can do that, and you've got almost the entire fretboard under the length, and you're still out to the bridge. And according to the way this thing's sitting right now, this is the neck is a little up, although that wasn't what it came in for, so we're not going to worry about that right now. All right, so there's a reason to have a good straight edge. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check these out and see how straight they are. This one, when I pulled it out of the box, it looked a little bowed this way, right? Not on the straight edge, but on the other edge. This is about a 1/4 inch thick, by the way. It's pretty thick, and this is more like 3/16. So I'm going to spin the camera around, and then I'm going to check these against what I check everything in the shop for straight is the back fence of my joiner. Let's see, there's the joiner. Just going to move the push blocks off of here. So this thing right here, now the table is dead flat too, and I could just get on my hands and knees and check that, but this is real flat, and so generally speaking, so I don't have to get on my hands and knees, I will just throw something right up on this fence. And I can tell you that edge of this straight edge is absolutely perfect according to this fence. Now I should do that just for fun. I'm going to put a little light under there if I can do it without blinding myself. We'll see. Move myself over far enough. I'm actually reading a little daylight right through here, kind of right in the middle of this thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over. And I'm also reading daylight there, which tells me that my fence here is not as straight as I thought it was. So I'm going to move down. Yep, I'm going to move it. I'm going to go over here to the top of the table. And it's a pretty good guess that if you flip something over and it's daylight and in the same exact spot, that the item you're looking at is not the cause of the problem. So I am getting on my hands and knees. Okay. Yeah, I can just barely see daylight in there. And it's pretty much the same until you get out here, so there's just a very slight dip in that table. And I am certain it's the table and not the straight edge. And why am I certain? Because of what I explained before. You flip-flop something. If it was warped, it would be the opposite on the other side, theoretically. Pretty likely. And I'm just coming right up on the very top edge of this. Well, I'm very satisfied with those being straight. So, let's swing it around again. Well, let's do this. All right, so that is just a quick little unboxing and demo sort of on these items. Neck check, about 24 bucks for the notch straight edge, and they have them, I think there's probably 3 of them total that you can get with the scale on each side, and then the straight edge, or 24-inch straight edge, also about 24 bucks. And that's kind of handy. I suppose they all come with holes in them to hang them up, but that's how I store my other straight edges, so good to be able to do that still. All right, that's it. Thanks for checking this out, guys. You think this sort of thing is handy, let me know. I don't do a lot of demoing or unboxings or whatever, probably because I haven't had the occasion to do it. I don't know. So take care. Click like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you very much for taking the time to check it out.